So have you tried to smoke chicken but got rubbery or dried out or bland results? Well, let me show you how to fix that here in the chef's backyard. Today we're cooking on the Old Country BBQ Pits G2. We're going to use some post oak, a little bit of charcoal, and spices with absolutely no fillers and no preservatives. You ready to cook? Let's go! Alright guys, today we're going to be cooking on the Old Country BBQ Pits G2 smoker. I'll show you how I'm going to start my fire. This one has an insulated firebox, so it's super fuel efficient. I've got a couple of tumbleweeds and some charcoal. So first thing we want to do is go ahead and we're going to add charcoal, and this will help us to establish the heat level. I've done a couple of cooks on this pit, and what I found is that as I'm adding the logs, the temperature will spike. So what I'm going to do this time is we're going to go ahead and preheat it, and we'll get a pretty good bed of coal going, and then we'll add our logs and our splits. Maybe one at a time, and see if we get a better result with that. Again, I'm trying to learn how to use this smoker, and it's different than anything I've used before. Now we've got our tumbleweeds in there, and we're just going to light those. All right, now we'll let that ash over and see what kind of temperature we have inside of the firebox. All right, so we're about 20 minutes in, and the coals are ashed over. We're sitting with the temp inside of there at about 175, but we want that a little bit higher. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding my wood. I'm going to start with 2. And let's see what we got. All right, so that's going to be a little bit heavy on the smoke because we just put them on. But what I want to see is where are we going to get on the temperature side. So I added those 2 splits, and it brought the temperature up to 200. So that's really good. We'll take it from here. Hey guys, super excited to announce that I'm teaming up with Robert Brew. He's got his line of spices, and he does a low sodium version of some delicious and great spices. Today we're going to do some chicken here on the Old Country BBQ Pits, and we're going to season some of it with Robert Brew's original Texas Rub, and we're bringing back the chef's backyard flavor formula. There's no preservatives, no MSG, just real spices. Pick some of this up today. You can get it through me or through Robert Brew's shop down in the Eisenhower Flea Market. So we added on those splits, and right now let's check the temperature on let's check the temp on the barbecue pit. So we're sitting up at 300, which is fantastic. If you let it get too far down, you're gonna have to add a lot of wood, and you're gonna spike it too much. So we got some beautiful smoke going right now. The grill is pretty and clean. Let's season up our meat and get it on the smoker. One of the things, smoke sticks to fat. The skin has a lot of fat in it, so that's good, but we're also going to do some chicken breasts, and those are kind of lean. So with those, we're going to need to spray it down with some duck fat, but I think we'll spray all of this down, and that'll give it a good binder. And we're just going to go ahead and split the meat up, and I'm going to season half with the Robert Brew and half with the flavor formula. By spraying this with the duck fat, it's going to start to catch the smoke faster. Another way to do it is to build a pellicle. You want to keep it in the refrigerator overnight, uncovered, and that's going to dry it out. And by drying it out, the proteins come up to the top, and that really catches the smoke. All right, flavor formula. This is my good on everything spice. It has chili powder, paprika, cumin, Himalayan pink salt, onion, garlic. Like I said, no preservatives. There's no MSG. Salt would be your preservative, I guess. I made this spice blend because it's kind of like I was using this sort of spice pretty often, and I was kind of working it down. I started measuring it out, and one night I actually put it on some chicken and threw it in the air fryer, and one of my kids was like, "Oh my God, Dad, what did you put on this chicken?" And lucky for me, I had measured it all out, so I knew exactly what was in it, and I put it in a bottle, and I want to share that with you. Had several customers of this and several repeat customers who really enjoyed the health aspect of it, not having any preservatives in there. All right, flavor formula. Now let's do that Robert Brew's original Texas Rub. And look how nice that shakes out. That's Pretty. Man, this thing is just free flowing. So good. All right, let's get it on the pit. Now, just to help with that smoke, I'm gonna go ahead and give all of it a spray with that duck fat. Now, we were sitting around 300 degrees. I wanna get some more smoke going. We got a good fire, but I want more smoke, especially here in the beginning stage. So I've got a couple of smaller pieces. Those will smoke right away. You can scoot this guy up and kind of set it off to the side like that. So that way it'll catch, but it'll smoke. So it's been 20 minutes since we put our last hog on, our last split. We're sitting just under 250 or right at 250. This is gonna be our first peek inside of the cook chamber. So we're definitely getting a little more heat over here, but it's pretty even. Getting some nice color. Throw this guy on there. Oh, it's kind of windy. Anyway, just wanted to say hi. Man, look at that smoke. It's beautiful. Right out of the blue, clear sky. All right, so we're sitting about 225. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Right now, the fire is kind of calm. Not really a lot of smoke or anything going on. Let me move this tripod a little bit more. There we go. I'm using my Chef's Temp's Final Touch thermometer. In the chicken breast, we're at 138, 139. This one's at 140. Let's see. Up here in the chicken legs, we're at 146. So we're gonna need a little bit more cook time. Over here in the hot spot, these thighs are done. They're at 200. So I'm gonna move those around a little bit. Let's move the thighs over, move these thighs over. Man, look at that. Doesn't that look good? It smells real good. Uh-oh. That one lost its shirt. Let's check these, see where they're at. Yeah, they're like 163. Maybe this one I'll put up there. Bring these guys over here. Scoot these over here. Let's go take a look inside of the fuel box. Yeah, that handle gets really hot. Open it up. Use my little poker. Add that guy on there and let it smoke out. Hey guys, I'm here with Robert Brew.
Hello everyone.
And we smoked some chicken with our spices. Let's give it a taste.
This is so beautiful. My goodness. Oh wait, we know how to do this anyway, right?
That is so good.
We're not amateurs.
Well, here's the spice that I used.
And here's the spice I use. So be sure to check out robertbrews.com and
Chef's Backyard, and we'll see you soon here at the Chef's Backyard.
take care. It's so good now.
Especially when you haven't eaten.
I mean, it's juicy. The skin is like full.
I don't know which spice I got, but
I like it too. That's good.
came out pretty good.
No, I think it turned out excellent. But again, I would not expect less than this.
No.
These people got to get our seeds.
They're so good. And the other thing I really like about it is that they're all clean label. No preservatives, low sodium in yours, no preservatives in mine.
100% natural. No additives. No fillers.
Can't argue with that.
Nope, not at all.
All right, guys, thanks again for joining us here at the Chef's Backyard. I'm John, joined by Robert Brew, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone. Eat well.
All right, guys, so here is the results of our smoke. We seasoned our chicken. We smoked it here on the Old Country BBQ pit. Remember, we sprayed the chicken with a little bit of duck fat. You can use any cooking spray, and that fat is just going to help it to hold on to a little bit more smoke.